to Ponda with Chiri, and today we're going to talk about mental health for men. As we all know that June is mental health for men, and I have a special guest. He's going to introduce himself.
Yeah. Hi, how are you? My name is Onkana, and I'm happy to be here.
Ah, very nice. So, can you start by telling us why do men don't express themselves or just talk like us, talk like the room that we are from? So now wasichana wamefunguka, wameongea, they are sharing their problems. Why don't men do the same?
Well, I think to me, I think it's a cultural thing because people come from different cultures. For example, I come from the Kisi community. The Kisis don't believe in men being weak. For example, men don't cry in our community. So I think it's a cultural thing, and people come from different cultures. It affects how people think, how people do things, and yeah.
So how do men cope now that they were told not to cry, not to talk about it, not to do blah blah blah? How do you guys cope?
By the way, thank you for asking that. Where I come from, we don't cry even when we lose our loved ones.
It's that
It's a
serious.
weakness. It's a weakness. My mother dies, and I need to be strong. I need not to show my weakness.
So how are you able to cope? How are you able to grieve your mother, God forbid?
Well, you just keep it inside, and of course there are those people who come and tell you sorry for what happened and stuff like that.
And
But
when someone tells you sorry, you won't burst out in tears, because me when I'm told sorry, nikiona hiyo kiwaro sasa ndo nalia vizuri.
well, for me, I can cry because I don't believe in cultures. But men from our community, they don't cry. Whether you lose your child, lose your mother, father, or sibling, you're supposed to
Hold it in.
hold it in, and you don't cry. And how you said how we cope with that.
Yeah, yes.
I think we keep it inside. I don't, but those men who hold it, they keep it inside, and I think it affects them later in life.
Okay, statistics show that men are the ones who commit suicide more than women, and men die earlier than women. So, can you tell us, as a psychologist, can you tell us how this affects them and why it makes them die earlier than us?
Yeah, I think men are affected by loneliness most of the time.
Loneliness, and
Yes.
they are in marriages, in relationships. Can you be lonely and you're in a relationship? Okay, we're not talking about relationship, but I'm just bringing it from that angle.
As I say, loneliness, I don't mean that they don't have people they talk to, but men don't open up most of the time, like women. Yeah, so I think they hold it in so much that I believe there is a point in our lives when we're supposed to open up. Maybe having a role model, having a father figure, stuff like that, where you open up to people. Yeah, but many men don't have that support system, and they end up suffering later in life.
But I usually see that men usually talk of women, the women that they've had coitus with, and it's like a good thing. They're bragging about it. So is it just about that, not talking deeper things or deeper issues, especially now that the economy is so hard, you can't talk about it. But when we meet, we just want to talk about nimepita na huyo, nini. I thought you talk about everything.
No. Men don't talk about everything. Men don't talk about their secrets because they fear that the other man is going to talk about it, not to maybe share with another person. That's what we fear. We don't say our weakest points.
But I thought si wanawake ni wadaku.
No. Men don't talk about serious stuff. Like you said about
Business or whatever, but they talk about
no, they can
women.
talk about business, but
But not personal
lower
issues.
level.
Oh.
But personal issues, we don't talk about those. We don't talk about the fact that we don't have money to pay rent. because I'm going to look weak out there. Yeah, we love bragging about things we don't have. Yeah, I can even lie that I have a car. I don't. So that's what we want to talk about. How good we are, how good stuff we have.
Heroes,
Yeah, we love talking about that. The pit on the wheel, as you say, stuff like that. But when it comes to things like I felt like committing suicide, I felt like giving up, we don't say that. So I think that's where we miss the mark.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, us guys, we talk about everything and anything and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our friendships are like our companions. So you even find that sometimes you're single, but you're not lonely. You have friends, you can talk to them.
By the way, there's a movie. You remind me about the movie. How do you call that movie? That Black American movie with five girls. I don't know the name. I've forgotten the name, but it's a cycle of girls.
Yeah.
They meet every day or every week after work.
Yeah.
They go out together and they hang out. We don't have that. We don't have that
It
with
looks
the boys.
like a nice movie. Ukikumbuka uniambie.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best Black American movies I've watched.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the next one. It's coming in July, so yeah, we call it.
You remember though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you've seen, me and my friends we usually meet like every week to
Okay.
catch up, to just talk and banter, things like that. And you go home, you're feeling free. So
Yeah.
I think that now people are embracing mental health. Men should embrace it.
Men should open up.
Yes.
Yes, men should talk about stuff.
Yeah. So what can you tell a young man who is coming up and they're trying to make it in life and they feel like they're behind, they feel like they're not doing enough or things like that, and it's stressing them up.
What I can tell young men coming up, is that they need people that they can look up to, people they can meet, even once a week or maybe sometimes a month. Yeah, who walk with them through their difficulties and their hardships, and even give them advice. Yeah, you need people who are not in your level, who are above your level, who can call you up, like talk to you about stuff that you need to hear and give you advice on. That is the only thing that I think helped me. Yeah, I have people I look up to, and I have people who look up to me.
Yeah, and you give.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good.
Many young people don't have that. So they end up, because they don't have good relationship with their parents, maybe they...
But it's not easy to trust your parents, though.
Yeah, maybe, but...
Not everyone has that privilege
Yeah.
to talk to their parents or to trust their parents.
It depends
Yeah.
with your relationship with your parents, how you grew up. For example, there's a time I parted ways with my dad because he wanted me to do something that I didn't want to do. He wanted me to pursue a career that I didn't want to. So I parted ways. But that does not mean that you will not find people who will become father figure to you. Yeah, so I have those. I have where I go to ask questions, difficult questions about my career, about my work. Yeah, that really helped me. So that is something I can tell a young person.
Okay. So thank you for coming to this show. We're so happy to have you here. What's your parting shots?
Well, I think men should not see seeking help as a weakness. Yeah. Omba msaada. If you don't have money, ask for money.
But you
Omba
can't
no.
go for asking money all the time. See, you'd rather be shown how to get that money instead of asking for
No, I'm saying you have a job and it comes to a point where you don't have money because you don't have money all the time. Yeah, it's not a weak thing to ask for money. It's not a weak thing to ask for help, psychological help, career counseling, career guidance. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to cry. I cry all the time. I cry in church.
And you cry now.
Well. It's not a weakness to cry as a man. So, yeah. That's what I would say.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming.
Yeah.
I'll bring you, we do more interviews
Yeah, this is a good one. It was impromptu, but I tried. And I hope to catch up.
Yes. So that is it from us today. Thank you very much. And I hope you've learned a thing or two. And men, Miskia, it's okay to cry. I want to nionyeshe an example. You know, I'm a big baby. I love crying.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, for me, I think I second Elkanah. You should get mentors who are going to help you, who are going to hold your hand, who are going to show you the way. And also, for the religious people, I believe so much in prayer. Please pray, pray when you wake up, sleep, eat, whatever. So put God first and everything will be okay. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.